Hey guys, if you're looking to be close to Somerville but still out in the country in a brand new section of the Charleston market today, we might have a winner for you.
Yeah, and if you work at Volvo, this might be a home run for you for sure. Today, we're starting out in Camp Hall in the Avian Commons section, but in a few minutes, we're going to head over to Berkeley Bay, which is a new community with big lots, right?
Big lots, and one of the coolest models we've shown in a long time. You got to watch that one. It's really interesting. But a little bit about Camp Hall here. We've got about I'm trying to read the sign over here.
2,800 acres, right?
2,800 acres of land that is a conservancy, so they can't build on that. And trails of 18 miles of trails. And you'll see it on some of the drone here. And we drove around this a couple weeks ago. They just keep going.
Oh, yeah. I would love, if you're a biker,
yeah,
you might want to live here because you could bike to this area and then go on road paved trails for miles.
And a lot of the bike trails around Somerville, for instance, in Cane Bay, there's a lot of this going on.
Yeah, not so much.
So if you want to get some speed on the bike, this is because it's long stretches. You can go and go and go.
Yeah, so let's just tell them a little bit about what's right here at Camp Hall.
Okay.
So I'm looking at Frisbee Golf right there.
Yep.
There's the refuel station, of course.
Yep.
What else we got over there?
So there's like a pavilion area. There's basketball. There's pickleball over there. There's a soccer field, and I'm missing something.
Beach volleyball.
Beach volleyball.
Yeah, with the sand and everything.
Yeah.
Like you can take your shoes off and play.
You know, my daughter would love that. I'm actually better at volleyball than you would think I would be.
Are you?
I'm going to go ahead and say it.
Should we do like parents against kids one day?
Oh, we'd get annihilated. And I'd probably pull a muscle too. That wouldn't be great.
Yeah, and then we got this nice little dock out here.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming we can do. Nope, it says no fishing right there.
No fishing.
I was going to say, I'm assuming we can fish.
There is a sign over here that says, please do not harass the wildlife. They're not talking about Mark and I. They're afraid there's a gator close. So if you see me jump like a little girl, it's because I heard something behind me and I didn't know what it was.
But how cool to have all this stuff right here. It's all part of the master plan, right? It's a work, live, play type area. A lot like Nexton.
It is.
This is just in the infantry stages, right?
The infancy.
Infancy.
It's not in the military.
Not in the military, no.
It's not
Infancy.
But we think there's going to be lots more coming here. I mean, they would not have built all this infrastructure here if there wasn't more neighborhoods, more shops, all of that coming. And obviously, the best time to get into an area is when it's new like this.
Yeah. All right, well, enough about Camp Hall. Let's go see these homes.
Yeah, great house. I can't wait for you to see this one. It's so cool. Mark, this is the Camden, one of the most interesting floor plans we've seen in probably the past year.
So we're not in a 55-plus community, but this could definitely be an active adult home.
Yeah, so this one is one level. It's got a 3-car garage, which we very rarely see.
Yeah.
In houses like this.
You can't tell because it's a sales site.
Yeah, it's their office right now, but it's got a 3-car garage in this ranch, 2,764 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3-car garage, 1-story. I'm going to save the crazy part for the end.
Okay.
Let's go in and see it. So we've got hardy plank siding in this neighborhood.
Nice.
And right in the front door, I like how this one section is wide.
Yeah, because you can get around whatever
It doesn't
table.
feel like you're walking into an enclosed hallway.
Mm-hmm. I like the little ceiling too.
So 2 bedrooms up here in the front, which we often see in these ranches.
Yes.
But this one has the Jack and Jill bathroom going through the middle of the 2 bedrooms also.
These are pretty decent sized bedrooms too.
This bed is really low there.
Yeah. I think it's just like a little platform they make a fake bed up.
Sometimes they do like cardboard boxes and throw a...
Yeah, you
thing.
don't jump on it.
Okay, well, I just said that because I was thinking about it.
I can't afford you to get hurt.
All right, I need to find it.
Reach in closet.
Oh no, it's a mattress.
Mattress?
Yeah. All right, so Jack and Jill here.
Two sinks.
Got a shower with a tub in with the water closet.
Okay, that's not bad.
Dual vanity sink.
Nice.
What you doing that way?
Thank you. All right, so both the same size bedroom in here. Another reach-in closet. Cheetah would love that.
She would absolutely be in that bed, and one of my kids would be up here.
Why don't you just get that for your house, and that way you can be on the top, and Cheetah won't bother you.
So I could have this in our bedroom.
Yeah.
Right? Andrea gets the top bunk. I got my own bed, and Cheetah gets her own bed.
Right.
You're a genius, smart plane. You're a smart man. All right, so reach-in closets. And back out in the main hallway. So we came in the front door here, but check this out. I mean, this is a big one-level home.
Right? I like how
What's the room here for a dining room?
Yeah, I like how it's separate, but it's still open to everything else.
This just kind of gives a little bit of a
Separation.
difference in room,
Yeah.
but still wide open. So you got an 8-top table here, so you can get an idea for how big that is, into a big living room space.
This is huge. I would definitely put an electric fireplace on there.
Absolutely.
That would be great for that, and a big 75-inch TV.
Put a Hund in there. Come on.
You could, for sure.
All right, so back into the kitchen. We've got a pantry in the corner here.
Plenty big enough, too.
It's a walk-in, not just a reach-in.
Ooh. People are going to want to see that.
And this must be an electric neighborhood, and that's one of the reasons why they don't have the fire.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
you can still put in a gas fireplace if you wanted to with a propane
With a
tank,
propane.
if the HOA allows it.
Yeah, they'd probably have to bury it or whatever.
Why would you?
No.
You'd want to put the electric in.
Yeah, because the electric still blows hot air. So
If you wanted to.
yeah.
But that allows you to use it 12 months
Right.
out of the year.
So you got four chairs here,
Yeah.
and these are wide chairs. These are Mark and Jeff chairs.
These are not these little sissy chairs, right? This wide. My rear end's this wide.
No, these are good chairs.
So you've got another dining space in here. So more of a breakfast nook kind of a thing.
Which is nice.
Which this is big enough. Look, you've got 5-seater in here now. You wouldn't have to use that space as a dining room.
Right. It could be a reading nook.
Yeah.
Your grand piano there.
Just have a big wide open space with
Yeah.
dining.
Yeah.
Because you can seat between here and here. You've got
Yeah.
9 seats right now.
Or make this like a little sunroom almost.
I think that's what I would do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, into the primary bedroom. Again, big bedroom for a ranch.
Huge.
This is a king size with 2 big tables on either side. They've got the snazzy ceilings. You throw you a ceiling fan in here when you buy it.
And if you turn the beds the other way, you could fit 2 beds there.
You could. Yeah, you'd have the windows behind you.
Two queens or whatever.
So, the problem with that is the monsters can get you in the middle of the night bed if you're backed up to the windows.
Sharon saw an article yesterday that the mom wanted this kid to check underneath the bed
Okay.
to make sure there were no monsters.
Yeah.
And there was a guy under the bed.
Oh,
How scary is that?
not in Somerville.
No, not in Somerville. It wasn't here.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
That mom, every time the kid for the rest of his life says something, she's not going to second
She's
guess.
like, I got it. Yeah. And pulls out her gun on her hip. And
All right, so I thought this was interesting. So, still a good-sized shower, but we have the big garden
Oh.
tub also. So there's enough room in here that you can have both with a big old window.
just make sure you frost that window.
Open to the little dance when they were getting out of the bathtub.
What's that song? Do a little dance.
Little dance.
Make a little.
Oh, let's not go there. All right. So water closet,
Nice.
linen closet, walk-in closet. That's a bigger
Pretty
than
big.
expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with this.
All right. So let's go back out to the main area, and here we got a surprise comes.
Because you'd think that's about 2,700 square feet.
Yeah.
No.
This is a big ranch with all the things that we've already seen, but there's more. Look how long it's taken us to get there.
Right.
All right, so inside the front door, make a left.
Head towards the garage, right?
We've got a half bath here
Okay.
for everybody in the house. This would be in from your garage. They've got a little landing zone here and
Okay.
another closet right here.
Okay.
Laundry room here,
All right.
using it as an office now, but you've got your tech closet and everything in there. And look at this,
It's a whole nother wing.
another wing.
What's it for?
This is for if you're insane enough to live with your mother-in-law and you want her to stay with you, this would be amazing. But a grown kid, a kid in college, an office space,
Yeah.
a guest room, it's a whole wing of this house. It doesn't have full kitchen, but they put a refrigerator in here,
Uh-huh.
throw you a microwave, air fryer, something or whatever in here.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's got a living room.
This is huge.
And we've still got the full bedroom
With a bathroom that's almost like another suite.
and a big walk-in closet.
Oh, wow. You know what? This would be perfect for my mom.
This would be perfect for me.
Yeah. So is the agreement, whatever spouse, whether me, Sharon, you, Andrea,
Right.
whoever dies,
Right.
the other three have to buy this house so the one can live.
One can move in.
Yeah. Might work.
I got to be honest with you. I hope it's you that goes, and I'm left with Amy and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've never said something that horrible before.
You want me to die at this
I do
point?
not want you to die.
Okay.
But if this happens, it might as well be you.
Good. I really like this house.
Super cool house. This is awesome, and this is something that is not in this market very much.
And I would argue that this is way bigger than the mother-in-law suite that Lennar had.
The old next gen house.
Yeah.
It is.
This is way bigger than
Yeah. That living room setup was about half this size.
Yeah.
And the bedroom was definitely smaller.
Smaller. Yeah.
So if you have a mother-in-law you actually like, you got a winner here. Oh, we forgot to do one of the best things about this house. Look at this back porch. And not just the back porch, but like we talked about, this neighborhood has really big lots.
These are deep lots.
Yeah.
Now, you're wondering why that's a little high over there?
Mark Klim, why is that a little higher than the other parts of the yard?
Well, these houses are on septic tanks. So
that's where the poo goes.
yeah, that's where all the stuff goes.
All right. All the stuff. See, there's the difference right there. I say poo, you said stuff.
But you can still fit a pool on this side, probably.
Absolutely.
Plenty of yard there.
And you could back this, put a big old, I bet it'd be an expensive fence around the yard.
Oh, yeah.
But throw you a couple ceiling fans out here, and you could screen this in if you wanted to.
And it's not like you're in, downtown Somerville. You might not even need a fence unless you have pets.
Right. But listen, peaceful country.
Love it. All right, Jeff, this is one of their most popular floor plans simply because of the two-story porch right here.
Yeah.
And it's over 3,000 square feet.
Big dog.
Yeah,
Huge.
huge.
Bedrooms.
This one has 4 bedrooms, so they're
Okay.
going to be good-sized bedrooms.
Yeah.
One of them, which we're going to save to the end, has the sitting room that you like.
Oh,
The master.
Yep.
Which is right off the prime right here.
So front porch big enough to put some chairs in.
Yes. And then you've got this separate flex room. Could be dining, could be an office, could be whatever you want it to be. And then we come into the kitchen here. Again, electric neighborhood. They've got the backsplash done.
Yeah.
The nice trim. Really nice big open space here. Dining
It
room.
is a big space.
Dining room and living room. And then we already talked about the big yards. This one has a screened-in porch. So not a huge porch, but definitely enough room to put some tables in there. And
Yeah, look at the size of these lots that are out
Right?
there.
like even backed up to another house,
Yeah, I mean,
it's
look,
not a big deal.
that other house is like a football field away.
Yeah, quarter of a mile.
Quarter from mile. It'll take us 14 minutes to walk from. No, I'm not timing myself. You made me do that once before.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was not fun. I realized I was much slower than I thought I was.
You were running towards the end there.
I wanted to make my number.
All right, let's say this. There is one bedroom.
I gotta show this walkthrough
Oh.
here. So
Oh, the butler's pantry.
yeah, I want to see that, and then okay, so it is non-vented. Thank you, sir. There is a big walk-in pantry here,
That's a Costco pantry.
and across the way,
You got the butler's pantry here.
yeah,
So coffee, wine,
Yep.
all that stuff can be
lots of storage.
Yeah. So let's hit the one bedroom downstairs, because you got one here and 3 up.
Okay, but this isn't the primary.
This is not the primary.
Okay,
Nice little guest suite.
and this would be great as an office
Oh yeah,
on the first floor.
Yeah.
You don't need this as a bedroom.
yeah,
But if you do need it as a bedroom, I'm guessing we're about to find a full bath here.
yes.
Yeah.
And then you got a drop zone over there
Drop zone here
from the garage.
and in for the 2-car garage.
Yep. All right, let's head upstairs where obviously most of the house is going to be. Most of the bedrooms.
So wood treads on the steps.
I like that they did the wood spindles too.
Instead of the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Huge, huge. Great room up here. Loft.
This really is. You plop a ceiling fan up there.
Right? All right.
All storage.
Yeah, it's all storage.
So reach in closet there. Yeah, 2 of them
Yeah.
side by side.
So let's hit the front of the house first and then go to the back. So you've got a big old laundry room. We're not going to go that way because that goes into the primary.
Okay.
So we'll come back through there.
But like the laundry room is on the floor where the majority of the bedrooms are.
Right.
So reach in.
You see how big these bedrooms are?
Little walk-in closet.
Nice. Step in. We call it
Step in, yeah. These are nice and big.
Yeah. Full bathroom here.
Yep.
Another full bedroom. This is where you put the kid you like because it goes out to the porch.
Oh, they get access to the porch here.
Yeah.
Let's go out there.
You got to go out on the front porch,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. It's actually has more space, I think, than the porch downstairs.
Yeah. And it's on a cul-de-sac. So you only get to watch a few neighbors
Yeah.
from up here.
I would sit out here a lot.
Yeah. It's covered. It's cool.
I would probably even put a ceiling fan up.
It's not a bad idea at
One
all.
of them little ceiling fans.
Yeah. I like how D.R. Horton's doing the little rocker switches too.
Mhm.
Something simple, but still. This room is so big. All right, now the whole back.
Here too, Mark.
What's that?
One zone for upstairs,
Oh.
one zone for down.
This whole back of the house is all primary.
Yeah.
So that is where you come in from the laundry room into the closet,
Okay. And it's a huge closet, more Clem.
right? Huge.
Wow.
And then you have this sitting room, which could be your office if you don't mind it in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Then you get the big bedroom. And then everything else over here is bathroom.
I mean, this is like the back,
The whole back of the house.
like 40% of the house.
Yeah.
And again, they did this the big tub and still a good sized shower.
No. And then they have the separate sink.
Separated, yeah.
And you know which one you get because there's less counter space.
Okay, is that? Yeah, no,
So you got all this counter space.
that's the answer for sure.
Yeah.
I really like this this bedroom suite.
Yeah. I could stay here.
Yep, good house. Hey guys, so we're ending up this video at the back of one of these properties. I really want to show you how big these properties are. They're like the smallest is like a half acre, I think.
Third of an acre.
Third of an acre, and then they're going up to close to 1 acre on these lots.
Yeah, some of them are
So-
1 acre. It's huge.
The no real amenity center in this, but out in the country a little bit, in the Camp Hill section of town.
Camp Hall, yeah.
Camp Hall, I was close,
Yeah, close enough.
but I love that first model that we did.
The Camden is
The
awesome.
Camden, it's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Even if you didn't have a mother-in-law,
Right.
I mean, what a cool house to have that extra living space.
Right.
And then up to this last one that we saw, well over 3,000 square feet.
The Harbor Oak, yeah, I love it too.
It's just a lot of good options out here.
So 5 different floor plans in
Yep.
this community, 27 sites. So not a lot of time to wait around and see.
No, yeah, they'll
If you
they'll
want
fill
one of
pretty
these,
quick.
you got to jump on one of these
Yeah.
for sure. But beautiful area. Really like it around here.
I do. It's a little bit out of the country. It's still close to everything. We're 15 minutes back into Somerville. If you work at Volvo, this is the home run.
Oh, absolutely.
Right
It's
down the
7
street.
minutes.
Yep. So if you want information, Mark, how do they do it?
Yeah, down in the description, click on the link, book a Zoom call with us, and we'll find out, is this the right neighborhood for your lifestyle that you want to live and the budget that you want to pay for? If not, we'll find another place for you. Till next time.
Can we wave at the drone as we go?
Yeah, let's wave to the Joe.
Bye.
Bye, John.